Your RV roof looks fine right now, but water may already be moving through cracks too small to see, silently starting thousands in rot damage. Smart owners stop it for $10. Most never know what's happening. On a warm afternoon, the roof of an RV expands under the sun, stretching membranes and seams by just a fraction of a millimeter. As night falls and temperatures drop, those same materials contract, pulling against old sealant and stressing every joint. Over weeks and months, this cycle opens microscopic cracks, some no wider than a human hair, where water begins its silent entry. Thermal stress alone can create gaps as small as 30 microns, far too small to spot during a casual inspection. Rubber and EPDM roofs are especially prone to these fissures, but even aluminum panels develop corrosion pits around rivets and fasteners. The sealant that once formed a watertight bond grows brittle, lifting away from the roof's surface as UV rays break down its structure. A dry-looking bead may already be hiding a gap where water wicks inward, drawn by capillary action along the seam. At the edge, trims and vent flanges, the problem compounds, metal clips and road vibration push against the sealant, creating tiny steps where water can travel laterally beneath the surface. Each of these entry points is nearly invisible, yet together they open the door to a chain reaction of hidden moisture and, eventually, rot. Once water finds its way inside, the real trouble begins, often before anyone notices a single stain. Day after day, the roof endures heat and cold, flexing with every temperature swing. This constant movement traps moisture inside the deck layers, especially where plywood or foam meet the outer membrane. Even a brief spike in humidity can double the moisture content of a wood deck in less than 24 hours, raising it from a safe 7% to a dangerous 15%. At this threshold, the adhesive bond holding the roof together starts to let go, losing as much as a third of its shear strength for every 5% rise in moisture. With the structure softened, thermal expansion and contraction pull at the weakened layers, setting off a chain reaction. Within just a day or two, a small breach can escalate into soft spots, delamination, and the first signs of biological decay. Fungi and bacteria move in fast, breaking down cellulose and releasing acids that accelerate rot. The invisible damage spreads laterally, undermining not only the roof, but the walls and insulation below. What began as a hairline crack now threatens the RV's entire structural integrity, all because water and thermal stress worked together in silence. Most RV owners believe they can spot trouble before it starts, yet the numbers tell a different story. According to the Florida RV Trade Association, only a small fraction of owners actually inspect their roofs on a regular schedule. Most wait until a leak is obvious, long after water has begun its silent work. Service shop newsletters echo this pattern, noting that while nearly everyone owns a ladder, few invest in moisture meters or thermal cameras. In a 2026 industry newsletter, California RV specialists reported that advanced diagnostic tools remain rare among weekend travelers. Many owners admit to climbing up only when there's a visible stain or an active drip, leaving hairline cracks and brittle sealant unchecked for months. Cost and time are the most common reasons for delay, but a widespread belief in lifetime roof coatings also plays a role. Marketing claims promise a maintenance-free shield, but technicians warn that no product can protect against missed inspections or neglected seams. Without a clear warning sign, it's easy to underestimate the risk until the first signs of rot appear. The quiet reality is that most owners rely on luck and habit, not systematic checks, to keep water out. This gap between perception and practice is where hidden damage takes hold, turning a $10 fix into a much larger loss. Megan, a full-time RVer, remembers the dread of watching water stains spread across her bedroom ceiling after a single thunderstorm. When she finally checked the moisture levels inside the wall, her meter flashed 22%, triple the safe limit for wood. After weeks of patching with whatever was on hand, she tried a $10 silicone tape strip over the seam. Within 2 days, the reading dropped to 8%, and the new seal held through every storm that season. Her repair cost less than a takeout meal, But the alternative, professional removal of the damaged panel, new insulation, and interior drywall, would have run over $3,000, according to her local shop's invoice. Carlos, a weekend camper, faced a different shock. A patch of black mold crept up from the lounge floor, and a quick scan showed 19% moisture behind the trim. The culprit, a rear hatch leak missed during last year's inspection. After stripping away the old sealant and applying the same $10 tape, he watched the mold vanish and the readings fall to 6% over 10 days. His out-of-pocket cost for supplies and a moisture meter barely topped $40, while a neighbor with a similar issue paid $2,800 for a shop to replace the hatch and treat the rot. For both Megan and Carlos, a simple, low-cost fix proved the difference between a minor inconvenience and a four-figure financial hit. Polymer Science offers a clear explanation for why the $10 fix holds up under real-world conditions. Dr. Ortiz, a materials engineer, points to the coefficient of thermal expansion for silicone sealant, about 310 microns per meter per degree Celsius, nearly matching EPDM and TPO roofing membranes. This compatibility means the sealant flexes with the roof, not against it, so cracks don't reappear after hot days and cool nights. Mike Rover Daniels, after years in the field, demonstrates a controlled rain test. A repaired seam withstood a 30-minute spray at 25 kilopascals, while untreated sections leaked in under 5. UV exposure trials show the tape and sealant retain 70% of their adhesion after a simulated year in the sun. These results, confirmed in both lab and field, establish that the simple fix reliably blocks water, even when the roof is flexing and aging. The proof isn't just in owner stories, but in the numbers and the tests themselves. Mike Rover Daniels lays out the 7 steps. Inspect every seam, vent, and edge for cracks or brittle sealant. Remove all loose material. Clean with isopropyl alcohol and let dry. Lightly sand the surface. Apply 2-inch UV stable tape over trouble spots. Run a bead of silicone over the tape, smoothing it out. Wait 24 hours before testing with water. Owners who follow this checklist every spring report 3 to 5 years between leaks, saving thousands in repairs. Every year, unnoticed leaks destroy thousands of RVs, often before owners realize the real threat isn't what you see, but what you ignore. Prevention costs $10, restoration can cost everything.